Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. So, uh, this reading is going to be for the first half of August, and I'm using a different deck, guys. This is the Templar Tarot, the Journey, just so you can see. Okay, so I've never used this deck before. The interpretation of the cards are slightly a little more in depth, and I like the art here. I'm a lover of the theater and the arts, and I'm a very intuitive reader. So, based on the visual that's being presented, I can pull a little bit more intuitively. And I feel like right now we're in that transition stage where we are leaving the old behind. A lot of us are, and going into the new. So a cycle is just completed. We're kind of in that transition phase right now, and I feel like a lot of people have actually taken advantage of moving forward. So I was guided to use these right now. So I'm still going to use the regular Rider Waite deck to clarify, and on the extended, I'm also going to just use the traditional deck. But for these messages, I felt like this deck can kind of give you a little more insight. It's a little more advanced than the regular deck, especially because of the images, which I love. This is the Ten of Swords. Let's see. This is the Ace of Cups. So the meanings are a little different, and you'll see what I mean. This is the Eight of Cups. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. But I just thought that I would tell you guys more about this deck, okay? Okay, so this message is going to be for Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Energies are interchangeable. Feel free to reverse the roles, okay? Alright, these cards are pretty big, so... Oh boy. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Ooh, we got the Nine of Cups here. Emotional fulfillment? Okay, well, good. I'm happy to see that. Let's see what comes out for you. I mean, we're expecting good things here. Okay, so strength. Okay, a lot of you know there are things around you that you have to stay away from. There are things right now that you are like making a conscious effort to remove yourself from. Things that are tempting here. Things that are like easily in your reach, but you know it's not good for you. So I see you having the strength and you're resisting here. I see you resisting. I do. It's taking a lot for you to do that, but I see you doing it. Just good. All right, so you have the King of Staves. So this deck has the staves versus the wand. So you're starting to listen to your inner knowing. Like your inner strength is coming out now. This is someone who's basically courageous, and they have what it takes. It's this is like fire energy here. We have Leo with the strength card. Then we have the King of Staves here. It's like you're able to see now You can see two sides here. You can see things for what it is, from what you're coming from. You're starting to understand what it means at a larger scale here. You're able to tolerate more than you were before. Like, it's almost like you're no longer overreacting. You have control of yourself. You have control of how you feel now because you look at it different. Some of you did a lot of work here. You did a lot of work. Inner work. I still see temptations, and I still see some lingering past energy in your environment, and you having the strength to overlook them. But I feel like you're going to be successful here. Wow. Yep, the Nine of Cups came out. Again, it was trying to come out when I was shuffling, and it's here. You're on your way to emotional fulfillment. It's like you're going to be able to fill your own cups to where you can actually sit and think about it and be content here. It's like having no worries. It's going to be very, very beneficial to your mental state. So this is like a sense of well-being and contentment, because you're going to start attaining things. Materialistically, you'll start attaining, assets on your own regards, not as it relates to another. This is actually just being free from worry. Others won't be able to affect you anymore because you're going to start getting into your power and understanding that people outside of you, yes, they affect you overall, but only if you let them. It's like a sense of you're coming into yourself here. And strength is a big part of this. Gemini. Wow. You really are evolving to the Empress. Look at this. So right now you have the ability to start something new, and for you to nurture it, and it will blossom to like something with a lot of vitality. It's you're at this point where you can start something new and you'll be successful. I see abundance here. Some of you are pulling in someone who's going to be at your level here. The Empress sits next to the King of Staves. And this is someone who she's been through a lot. She's been through a lot, and as you can see in her environment, what she's been through is still lingering. It's just, but that doesn't faze her, because that's where she learned her strength that she has right now is coming from her past experiences. She's also wise. Like, she gets it. And she sees the beauty in it as she holds this rose. So you're getting it. You're blossoming here. This is really good. Okay. We have the Five of Staves here. There are things that are trying to affect you. It doesn't phase you though. There are things around you. It's like people are trying to get to you, but you stand here and you're like, yeah, I got this. Like there's like things around you that's trying to cause conflict, but I see that you have what it takes to overtake them. It's almost like they're trying to be in your environment. I saw that with this strength card. It's like you have all this stuff around, and it's requiring strength to not let it affect you. And then even with the Empress, there's still things around, but she's seeing it as what helped her become and to blossom to what she is today is those experiences. Now we have the Five of Staves here, where there's things around you that are trying to affect you negatively, but you're able to avoid them because you see them as things that can be avoided. You no longer see them as something that's going to affect you and you have no control over. So no one can affect you. It's like you're relentless. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not letting you come into my space with that mess. Good for you. You have what it takes here. You definitely have grown. You're on your way to where you need to be. Because it's like your inner strength is what's carrying you. You no longer operate the way you used to. It's like what you're doing is coming from within. You don't see things at surface level anymore. It's like it's deeper than that. You get it. That's where your emotional contentment comes from too. Wow. We have the devil here. There's definitely things in your environment that's trying to affect you. It's coming on strong. That's why you had this strength card. There's things in your environment there's like it's all around you. All right, Geminis, I need y'all to be strong. It's almost like some kind of negative force that sees that you're coming within your true self, and it's trying to block. It's trying to block you here. There's there's some kind of hidden. I don't I don't like saying this kind of stuff because it it invokes fear, but I don't want you to be fearful because there's nothing for you to be afraid of. But there's some kind of hidden dark forces around you trying to put some negative influences over you. Like you have people around you or things around you. Some of you may be facing a lot of obstacles. Some of you may be feeling like nothing's going right. Don't. These are tests to see how strong you are. Don't let those affect you. Because I see there's like temptations here for you to go back to the old. It's all in your environment. But I see this Nine of Cups. I see it all being cleared away. This is getting to where you want to be, but it wasn't an easy fight. It was like, okay, finally I'm here kind of thing. Don't use undermine, like, don't use bad or negative tactics to get what you want here. Remain just, remain noble, because with the things that are coming up here, you're going to be tempted to try to seek revenge here. Don't do that. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. Whatever this thing is, I don't know. It could be, you could be just getting bad advice from someone. I don't know. There's something that's trying to keep you stuck. This requires a lot of strength. The first card that came out, like that was the first thing I see. It's like you have a lot of negative things around you here. I see the Ten of Pentacles. I see the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like you're on your way to that financial security. It's coming in. Something's trying to block it though. Something's trying to block it. You have things in your environment. You might want to clear your space. Clear your space. Yep, Magician, you have what it takes to get out of the sea. This is you trampling over all of those things that are trying to come. Look, even that snake. It's like this snake is nothing. You're dancing all over it. You see? This white represents your new beginning. And then look at that. It's almost like you're floating. You have more than enough here. Okay, you're not allowing your environment to affect you. You're trampling over it. You're the Magician. Y'all are, you're facing a lot of things right now. There's a lot of things coming at you in different ways. Wow. Don't let that, don't let that make you doubt your choices, making you feel like you did the wrong thing. This is a part of it, okay? You just need to be strong and recognize them for what they are. Some of you could actually be dealing with deliberate, deliberate plots against you. But remember that you are the Magician here. Remember, it only has the effect that you allow it to have on you. Okay, great. You have the Three of Cups here. All right, so this just lets me know that there's you have happiness coming in. This is like great happiness here. You see the red dress just shows the passion, the fiery new beginning that you're bringing in. This is also comfort coming in, having trust. How she stands there with her eyes closed and allowing the cup to pour over her head. This is bliss. Okay, this is healing. At the end of all of this, you'll be made right. You'll find a balance. You will develop your wings. You have the Three and the Nine of Cups. You're getting there where you need to be. Your wings are developing. You're growing. It's just taking a lot. For you guys, I see a lot of things in your environment that's going to put you in this state where you're feeling like you either made the wrong decision or like this is very hard, almost like you want to give up here. But remember, I see that it's not phasing you. So stay in that state, okay? I'm going to clarify this devil. It's just not something. I mean, it doesn't have to be a person. But it could be just a whole bunch of things going wrong. Three of Pentacles. It's like lack of teamwork. So this just lets me know that there are people in your environment that you have to interact with, but every time you interact with them, it doesn't work. That's what's making it difficult. It's hard to work with either someone or others. Some of you can also not be, you're not taking advice given to you. You should be able to discern what's good advice and what's bad. Some of you are being given good advice and you're not taking it. You see, I mean, you came out as a King of Staves. The King of Staves has only one wing, which is just letting me know there's still some growing that's needed. But I see you developing both wings on your other cards, so I know the growth is coming in. But you're not there yet. There's you still have too much stuff in your environment that you need to clear out, and then you have some kind of, it's like the tides are going against you here, but you can take it. I see the strength. You have what it takes to get through this. Just be mindful of this, okay? You're going to find things and you're going to have obstacles in your environment, but you have what it takes. And I see you being relentless and not giving up. So in the end, I see contentment and I see a sense of serenity for you here. I do. That's in your environment. I mean, you are the Empress. Okay, this just shows me that you need to get in touch with your feminine side. Okay, that's your deep intuition. Listen to your intuition. You know, be open to love, giving it and receiving it. Don't block that. You can block your heart chakra if you're resentful right now. Don't do that. That's a blockage. Okay? Alright, so let me go ahead and pull an Angel Therapy Oracle card for you. Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Some of you you're getting help from ancestors. You're getting help. You have help around you. They see that this is hard for you. They see that there's a lot. You have a lot of things in your environment right now, Gemini. It's trying to impede on your growth because a lot of you, this is like a huge change that's going on for you. It's like you literally are going through a death of the old you. You're being transformed. But you have a lot of things in your environment that's trying to impede on that. Just stay the course. You have help from people who's passed. They're trying to help you. Okay? So if you're getting synchronicities, pay attention to what you're doing, what you're thinking about when those synchronicities come in. It's really trying to get you to stay focused and stay positive. Okay, like sometimes you might be sitting down pondering on negative things, and then you'll see 333, 555, whatever. That's like trying to snap you out of that negative energy and get you back on course. Don't sit and think about everything that's not working. Think about what is working. They want you to stay positive. Okay? All right, you have what it takes. The strength card was your first card. I see emotional fulfillment coming in. You're on the right track. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the extended to pick up what's going to be helpful for you. What can you do about this? Because I see a lot of challenges here. I do. But I know you're going to be successful. I see this is this is like the peak of what you go through before it gets better. So for some of you, it might be really hard right now, but just stay focused, okay? All right. So, thank you so much for watching, and the link for the extended is in the description box. I'll see you next time, okay? Alrighty.